Mongul, the galactic tyrant and warlord of Warworld, stood tall in his throne chamber, his golden armor gleaming beneath the flickering red light of dying stars. Warworld, a brutal planet-sized arena forged in agony and domination, hovered through the void, devouring civilizations one after another. For centuries, Mongul had ruled the battle arenas with an iron fist, pitting warriors against one another in spectacles of blood and glory. Now, he sought not just entertainment, but conquest. His thirst had grown. He craved the ultimate challenge, the ultimate weapon. Sitting on his throne constructed from the bones of fallen champions, Mongul stared into a holographic projection of Earth. His lieutenants, creatures bred for war, watched silently as the projection zoomed in on one man. Dr. Bruce Banner, or rather, what lay within him, the Hulk. A being of rage incarnate, power limitless, flesh unbreakable. Mongul muttered more to himself than his attendants. I want him. He didn't just want to fight the Hulk. Mongul wanted to break him, enslave him, and parade him as the crown jewel of Warworld's Colosseum. A living weapon, a symbol that even Earth's mightiest monster could be tamed. Earth's skies cracked with fire as Mongul's war barge descended over the American Southwest. The atmosphere rippled under the gravitational weight of his ship, setting off tremors across deserts and canyons. Emergency protocols were activated. SHIELD, the Avengers, and even intergalactic observers felt the surge of dread. But Mongul didn't attack cities or capitals. He didn't demand surrender. He came for one being, one monster, and he knew where to find him. Bruce Banner had been hiding in the deserts of Arizona, living in isolation, meditating, experimenting, and trying futilely to suppress the creature within. He'd hoped solitude would bring peace, but peace was a fantasy the Hulk could never know. The war barge landed like a meteor in the valley near Banner's hideout. The ground erupted as Mongul strode out, alone, fearless and smiling. Dr. Banner, Mongul bellowed across the ridge, his voice shaking birds from trees. I've come for the beast. Summon him, or I will rip him from your flesh. Banner stepped out of his shelter, trembling not in fear but in warning. You don't want the Hulk, he said grimly. You want a fight. You won't survive it. Mongul laughed, his booming voice echoing like thunder. That's the idea. Mongul's fists crashed into the earth, sending out a pulse that shattered the ground around Banner. Rocks exploded. The terrain buckled. You woke Hulk, he snarled. Now Hulk smash! But Mongul didn't flinch. Instead, he smiled and extended his arms. Yes, show me. The two titans collided like colliding planets. Fists slammed against fists, shockwaves vaporizing the surrounding landscape. Mountains split, canyons widened, animals fled. Satellites above recorded the battle with awe and terror. But this was no mere fight. It was the beginning of something far more devastating. With each blow, Mongul studied the Hulk. His reflexes, his rage, his power. He wasn't just fighting him, he was testing him. You are strong, Mongul said, dodging a thunderous punch. But how long before that rage consumes you? Hulk responded with a ground-splitting punch that sent Mongul flying through 3 hills. Rag! Hulk strongest there is! From orbit, Warworld systems locked onto the Hulk's gamma signature. Mongul had been transmitting the fight back to his world, letting billions watch the Earth's greatest monster in action. Gladiators cheered, slavers placed bets, and most importantly, scientists prepared the containment beam. Mongul wasn't just fighting, he was luring Hulk into a trap. As the Hulk lunged at him again, Mongul pressed a small device on his gauntlet. High above, the war barge's underside glowed with a brilliant light. A gravitational pulse, engineered specifically for high-density gamma mutants, fired. It struck Hulk mid-leap, locking him in a stasis field that bent physics itself. The monster roared, struggled, tore at the invisible chains, but the field was holding. "No!" Hulk bellowed. Mongul walked forward, smiling coldly. "You are mine now, monster!" Banner awoke, groggy and restrained, inside the heart of Warworld's Colosseum, a prison designed for gods. Null matter cuffs bound his arms, sapping the gamma strength, but rage still burned. He was not alone. Alien gladiators stared at him from behind bars, some reverent, some terrified. Word had spread. The Earth Hulk was here, and soon he would fight in the arena for the amusement of billions. Outside his cell, Mongul watched from the observation tower. "You will fight," he said, his voice echoing through the cell. "You will bleed, and when you fall, the galaxy will know Mongul is stronger than even Earth's mightiest beast." The Hulk growled, even weakened. "Hulk will break you." Mongul's grin faded. For the first time, a chill of uncertainty ran through him. The stage was set. The Colosseum was full. Warworld roared in anticipation. The greatest fight in the galaxy was about to begin. Warworld pulsed like a beating heart. Across its metallic continents, cities shut down as the entire population gathered for one spectacle, the battle of the century, Hulk versus Mongul. The arena was colossal, built into the core of the planet, its walls forged from collapsed neutron stars. No escape, no surrender, no mercy. Hulk stood in the center, shackles still glowing with null matter, surrounded by a Colosseum of bloodthirsty aliens screaming for war. His green eyes scanned the crowd, then locked onto the towering golden figure striding from the opposite gate. Mongul, arms outstretched like a god. "Let the galaxy witness the end of the Hulk," Mongul declared, lifting his hammer-shaped gauntlet. "The age of Earth's monsters ends today." The crowd exploded in cheers. Suddenly, Hulk let out a low growl. His muscles surged, bulging like tectonic plates shifting. With a roar that shook the Colosseum, he ripped the shackles apart. Rah! Hulk is free! Mongul struck first, leaping into the air with blinding speed. His golden fist crashed into Hulk's jaw, sending him skidding across the arena floor, carving trenches through the steel ground. Dust and fire erupted, but Hulk rose, smiling. "Good hit," he snarled, wiping green blood from his lip. "Now Hulk's turn." Hulk barreled forward, fists slamming into Mongul's torso like twin meteors. Mongul flew backward, smashing into the Colosseum wall, cracking it from top to bottom. The crowd gasped. Alien gamblers ripped up their bets. This was no one-sided match. Mongul burst from the wall with fury, eyes glowing. "You'll die here, beast." The two titans collided again and again, fists cracking the air, each strike forming miniature shockwaves that vaporized stone and steel. Mongul used his war gauntlet to release concentrated solar blasts, searing Hulk's skin. But Hulk just grew angrier, stronger. "You burn, Hulk! Now Hulk smash!" He grabbed Mongul's wrist mid-blast and flung him into the arena's gravity well, which warped physics itself. Mongul staggered out, bleeding, armor cracked. Still, the tyrant laughed. "You think this is enough to stop Mongul?" Suddenly, from the sky, Mongul summoned his secret weapon, a cosmic mace forged from neutron.
"You think Hulk broken? Hulk never breaks!"
What happened next became legend. Hulk slammed his hands together in a gamma clap so powerful it shattered Mongul's eardrums and collapsed sections of the Colosseum stands. Blood streamed from Mongul's nose as he staggered. Then Hulk leapt high, higher than a cruiser, crashing down with both fists on Mongul's chest. The ground broke. Mongul screamed. Hulk didn't stop. He grabbed Mongul by the head and slammed him into the earth again and again and again, until the great golden tyrant of Warworld lay motionless, armor torn, eyes dim. The crowd was silent. Then, like thunder echoing from the abyss, Hulk roared, standing over his fallen enemy.
Hulk is strongest there is!
Mongul's body was dragged away unconscious, broken, not dead, but defeated. For the first time in centuries, Warworld had seen its master humbled. The slaves, the gladiators, the oppressed, they began to cheer, not for Mongul, for Hulk. Hulk stood in the arena, breathing heavily, battered but unbowed. The warden approached from the shadows, trembling.
You've won! What do you want?
Hulk turned to the skies.
Hulk wants to go home.
With stolen tech and respect newly earned, Hulk launched off Warworld, leaving behind a broken empire and a shattered tyrant. He had come as a prisoner. He left as a legend.